quick revision on what we did last week. Last week sorry, on Monday we talk about content marketing, and we explained the history of content marketing, and we discussed about content mapping, and then which is understanding your audience so well that you can create content for each stage of their journey towards buying your product. The goal actually is to buy your product. So what you are doing in this content marketing is that you are creating their stages. You're creating content for their eating stages. So we mentioned that we have three types of stages, which is awareness stage, then consideration stage, and the decision stage. So we treated awareness stage last week, and then today we'll be going to consideration stage. So on the awareness stage, we talk about that's the first stage of your content marketing, because your customer are not fully aware of it. They don't really know you. They don't know your product. They know your service that you are rendering. So you actually creating content to get them attached to your brand, get them attached to your business or product or services. So you are creating content that can actually bring them to your page, bring them to your business, bring your business, bring them very close to your business. So that's what you are doing in awareness. And all those content we talk about creating how to video, um, creating a similar video that can actually bring them to your page. So I think that's all we discuss. That's one of the things that we discussed on explain on Monday. So today we'll be going to part two of the content marketing, and in this class you'll be learning consider seed of content marketing, the type of content to focus on consideration stage that can help you promote your content, and what you should avoid when creating your content. So those are the things that we'll be discussing in this class. So let's just sit back, relax, and let's enjoy. So in consideration stage, customers are searching for a solution to their problem, and they're researching different products or services. So your focus should be on creating content that can demonstrate your value and highlight your feature that can differentiate you from your competitors. In this stage, buyers are clearly divine their problem or challenges, and they dedicate their time to address it. So they are now aware that they are now aware how they can now solve their problem and start analyzing different methods. So now at this stage, it is very important to tell your audience. It's very important to tell your buyers how their problem can be solved through your product. So so why do we have to go through all these processes? We have talked about the awareness stage. Now we are talking about the consideration stage. So my question is, why do we have to go through all these processes? You know, every salesperson actually knows that people are more likely to buy from you if you can actually guide them through the process. I mean, you guide them through the process of showing them how your product can actually solve their. So I want to ask you guys a simple question now. So is it possible? Can you do business or buy from a business or a company that you have not had their name before, you have not interacted with them before? It will be very hard for you to that kind of do that kind of deal. So that's it. Everybody want to buy from a company that they know they have track record of the solution that they are looking for. They have a record of solving other people's problem. So that's what I'll be discussing next now. you know it is very very important for you to actually build trust with your target customers. According to Adobe business report, actually says that 70% of consumer will buy more from the brand that they trust. I mean, they will tend to buy more from the business that they trust. And they go further. They said consumers showed the consumer shows they actually trust the customer by making more purchase. 71% of them will make more purchase. 61% of them will recommend all those products or services to their friends, and they say 41% of all those people will actually join their loyalty program, and 40% of them will actually give positive review or comment on the social media. That shows that's why it is very important for you to actually build trust first with your targeted audience. That's why it's very important for you to build trust first with your targeted audience. So if I were you, if I were you, one of the things that what the content I will be creating, the content I will be creating will actually based on building trust and building relationship with my building content I will actually build trust and build relationship with my target audience and my business. That's what I will be focusing on. So, but at this content stage, you won't be using the same strategy that you are using in awareness um in this consideration stage. So why you are still using awareness content to interact and attract and interact with your targeted audience. So you should pay attention. You should pay attention to respond to your newsletter signups. You should pay attention to the number of returning visitors and the form submission and the resources download and other activities that people are engaging with on your website. So number one of them is that newsletter sign up is very very important. You look at how many people are really signing up for your updates, for your discount and some other stuff like dropping their email for more promotion. You should pay attention to the number of returning students. You should pay attention to the number of returning visitors to your website. Look at how many people are returning back to your website after a long time, after 2 days, people are coming back to come and read article. Even if you are using social media, if you are using a website, maybe you have a blog or you have your own personal business blog. So there's a lot of plugin that you can use on if you are using WordPress. There's a lot of plugin that can use that can help you track all these activities on your website. So and if you are using any social media and do like maybe Instagram, YouTube and some other stuff, there's a way you can actually track it. I think Instagram has its own. If you're using professional dashboard on Instagram, you can actually track all these processes on the Instagram. The same thing on YouTube. YouTube will actually tell you how many people are actually viewing your posts and the way people are interacting with it and some other stuff that they give you all the activities. So it's very very much important for you to actually pay attention to all those things. Then pay attention to people are actually how many people are actually dropping comment on your post, maybe on social media on your website. How many people are dropping comments? How are people are relating with your product? What are their thinking, their thought about your product? You have to pay attention to all those things. There are many people are downloading your resources. Maybe you are giving out a free ebook or you are giving out free materials or giving out free something. Make sure how many people are actually engaging with it, how many people are downloading it, what are their view about all those products. So you have to pay attention to all those things very, very well. So we're moving to the type of content it should focus on or these content considerations stage. Part of them is the first one I'll be talking about is live webinar. Live webinar is good to actually showcase your products demo to your targeted audience, to your customers. So it's a great opportunity online because it's not advisable to actually organize seminar if your target audience are online because it's not a good thing for them like asking them to travel down to where you are for a seminar when they have not even where they are not pretty much sure that your solution will actually solve their problem. So organizing a live webinar will be a great way to actually showcase your product demo for them. So it's a good one to leverage on. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one I will be talking about is downloadable resources. Downloadable resources could be an ebook, could be a how-to guide, could be a tips sheet or a slide share. It could be anything like any documents, any resources, any downloadable resources that can actually explain how your product or services can actually solve their problem or deal with their challenges. So I'm pretty much sure a lot of us here have visited a lot of websites and they ask us to download some ebook for free. They download something like anything downloadable. They ask us to do it for free, and while doing that, they request for your email address because one of the things that they are trying to do is that they want you to download it for free, and then they collect your email so that they can give you more resources, they can send you more updates regarding to their product or services. So it's something that you can actually leverage to you give them downloadable resources like an ebook or a how-to anything that you can actually you can actually explain how your product can
can solve their problem. You make it available on your website. If you are using website, you make it available on your blog or website. They download it, you ask them to drop their email so that you can do follow up. You can send them additional information, then keep them updated on your product or services. So, and another thing that it actually does is that it presents you as a trustworthy person. Today, as a trustworthy, and it makes your customer actually stick to you. So, so that is one of the great ways to actually one of the gate context to leverage consideration stage. So the next one I will be talking about is actually video. Video is another great way to explain how your product or services can actually solve your targeted audience problems. So it pretty much effective than a blog post or article or case study. Is much more effective than them, because a lot of people find it easy to watch a video on a certain topic on a certain want to consider when it comes to considering stage of content marketing. Another thing I will be talking about is discount and free trial. There's a lot of if you go to there's some websites. Just say for example now, if you want to send bulk email, there are some platforms that they will tell you to they will give moving to the tactics that can actually help you at the consideration stage. One of them is make sure your content actually address both the average person that are interested in your products or services and the final maker. You have to make it like address both of them, because at this time at this point in time now, you are not focusing much more on the awareness content. You are more of consideration content, or you are combining both awareness and the consideration stage together. So that's actually what you are doing. So you have to make it address both average person that is just coming to your platform and the people that are actually in the final decision maker on your product or services. So you have to make it address their problem. So the second thing I will be talking about is that browse customer review on competitor sites to develop ideas on what buyers likely like or dislike about your competitor products. This can actually give you an edge over your competitors. Go to their platform, go and check their reviews online. There's a lot of platforms that can use to check a complaint or a product review. So if you search for if you just start, maybe you are looking for like for example, like what I did the other time, I used when I was searching for the hosting. What I did is I searched for the name of the platform and I searched for their review. So once I click on that, people that have used their platform in the past, we actually list a lot of things that they have seen, a lot of experience that we have. So you can actually do that on your competitors and know what people are saying about them. Then from them, you can actually create content that actually address that issue on your own platform, so that people can actually come to your own platform to see that okay, you have a product that can actually solve that problem. So this static will actually help you a lot. You have to make it. You have to look of what they like and you can create content. You can create seminar. You can just create something that will actually bring those people to your page. your own company, to your own company account, or to your own business or product page. So this is very great strategy that I can use. So make sure you use the third one I'm talking about. Make sure you use SEO, which is search engine optimization. So you make sure you use it in your content. Make sure you search for relevant keywords that can actually make your content rank higher on Google search, so that when people search for your similar projects or products or services on the platform, your website will come up first. Your website will be among the first people that and the first set of results that it will bring out. So you have to learn how to use SEO, integrate SEO in your content. You have to know how to incorporate SEO in your content. Learn how to use keywords. You have to know how to use keywords. You know how to generate good heading. That is SEO proven. So basically, just learn how to incorporate search engine in your content. So the next thing that we're talking about is constantly track the activity on your website. It's very good. Track how many people are commenting on your post. Track how many people are visiting your and that same page per time. Track how many people are visiting it. It's very good. So that you can know what people and track how long they are spending on your article. Even on YouTube, there's a way YouTube, if I YouTube actually will tell you that, okay, the people are actually viewing your video, but this is where they get bored. This is where they are discording. This is where they watch most. YouTube will actually analyze it and give and tell you that, okay, this is where this activity on your video or your page. So it's very good to actually do it too on your videos, on your websites, on your social media, and know how many people are actually, I think Instagram too is actually doing it. Instagram too is actually doing it now. You can see if you're using professional dashboard. Under that professional dashboard, you can check how long people are viewing your account, your post, and the activities of them on your contact. On your page. So it's very good to constantly track the activities of your website. So what to avoid when creating consideration stage content. Avoid producing content that sounds too informational. So it's very, very great. Avoid it in all means. Avoid it. Then avoid overselling your products or services. Don't you oversell it, like these products, like you are too, I don't know, too like, it's as if you are pushing them to like I don't know how to, okay, let me say you are too overselling it, so much oversell on your product. Like it's only your product that can solve the problem. So don't do it. Don't do it, because it actually make customer it discourage a lot of them. So don't do it. Just make sure you tell them the benefits of using the product. Just not too much. You don't have to make more noise on the product that is working. So just make sure you do it moderately. Then don't oversell it. So sorry, don't undersell it. If your product is good, let him make it. Don't try to like undersell your product or services. Then don't overlate promoting yourself as the best solution. That's why I think I just mentioned it in that overselling. Don't as the best solution. Don't over promote yourself or your product as the best solution. It's not good for business. It's not good for business. Then create content that solves. Creating content that solves too much general to provide value. Focus on content that provide value rather than just creating bunch of text and words, and then it's not actually providing any value. It's not actually heading to any direction or good direction. So make sure you avoid all those things in your content. So I don't know if you have any question, because if there's no question, I think we have come to the end of today's class. But if you have any question, let me know. Create a consideration content, post it on your favorite social media, and tag us. So you can also share the link in the group, and make sure you use. A lot of people are posting it on the social media. You are using you are not using the hashtag. There's no way you can actually see it, because I need to see it and then make necessary correction if there is either need for correction or to like encourage you. So you have to use all those tags. Then make sure you use hashtag you force them and at you force them, because they are doing different work. If you tag us at you force them, you'll be able to see it. But if you use this hashtag, it will be very easy for me to, if I want to do a review on it, very easy for for me to when I click on that hashtag, I'm able to see all the posts that people have posted on this tag, so that it's very easy for us to make necessary this thing on it. Please make sure you include hashtag you force them and at you force them. You can actually include hashtag content marketing, then hashtag trend. So it's very good. So if there's no question, then I think we have actually come to the end of today's class. I'll be actually closing my slide right now.
Thank you very much, sir. I enjoyed myself all through, and this is quite enlightening. Thank you very much. I want to believe all our students too found it this interesting and enlightening. Okay, so I would like to say this again. Let's attempt the task and submit them when due.